Hello and welcome back to DriveDriverDriven. I'm humble and it's been a while. A lot and nothing has happened at the same time, and this video was supposed to be good news. As in, I finally had my hand surgery, though the one that I've been waiting for since January. I know it's been a while, so I'll just give a speedy recap. 20 years ago, I injured my right hand racing. Through the healing process, it did not heal correctly. It had to be rebroken and then reconstructed. Pretty much destroyed my thumb and some connective tissue, put it all back together, and things were mostly okay. Fast forward a number of years, and it started having sensitivity issues, nerve damage, that sort of stuff. The doctors at the time said some scar tissue was expected because of just how invasive the surgery was, et cetera, but I would still maintain most of the use of my hand, and whatever pain there was is just what there would be. Fast forward, 20-ish years into the future until January of this year, of 2025. And I'm doing some work and something in my hand just pops, and all the pain, is sharp. It felt like somebody stabbed a knife through my hand, twisted it and left it there. And it's more or less felt that way for, effectively the last 10 months, 9 months, give or take. The pain, basically, it kept me from sleeping. I just haven't slept well all year, much less over the last 20 years, but specifically this past year. Sleep has been extremely interrupted, few and far between. And just generally life has sucked because couldn't use my right hand for anything. I tried to do a little bit of work on the Porsche, just installing the cage. I put that video out already, I think. And even after doing that, that job should have been maybe a couple hours over an afternoon. It took a week. And then over the course of that week, my hand hurt like I had broken it. And so the end result was kind of pushing it, maybe not quite ready for prime time yet. We'll hold back. It's fine. We'll wait. And then all year it's been hurry up and wait for MRIs. Is it a cancer? No, it's definitely not a cancer, but we just want to make sure. No, it's not growing, even though there was a lot of blood flow in the area. It's because there was a lot of trauma in the area. So finally I get in at the end of October and I have my hand surgery. And the good news out of all of this is the pain is completely gone. I haven't slept this well over the past, week and a half since the surgery, ever, in the last 20 years. I have slept like a rock. And it's understated how much your quality of sleep can improve or destroy your quality of life during the day. It's just, I can't overstate how important that is. And the last week and a half or whatever have been like paradise. Sleeping all the way through the night, feeling super well rested, and then brain fog and clarity, all that stuff. All of the clarity has come back that I seem to have lost. I thought were related to heart issues, and it's more related to just how poorly I had been sleeping. I have to give a huge shout out to my best friend Sean for ferrying me back and forth to the hospital and not taking advantage of all of my credit cards while I was knocked out or still under the effects of anesthesia. that I know of. I don't know. He did get some new parts for his Porsche, so that remains to be seen. But anyway, thank you, Sean. I could not do this without your help. Fast forward to earlier this week, and this is where things kind of take a turn for the not great and the worse and the bad. It's never a good sign when your doctor calls you at 8:30, 9 o'clock at night to talk about biopsy results. It's not good when they call you late at night to talk about any kind of results, because generally that means there's some sense of urgency. And there was in this case. The lump in my hand that was under my palm turned out to be a synovial sarcoma. It's a rare cancer that either grows very slowly or explodes and grows very fast, metastasizing over the whole body. There doesn't seem to really be an in-between period. It's either kind of dormant and quiet, or outrageous, fast, and super aggressive. And from what I've seen, the survival rates aren't great. The 5-year survival rate for typical synovial sarcomas are about 36 to 40% over 4 years, 5 years, somewhere around in there, which is bad. I can't understate. Like, that's not great. It's not great. We've already had this talk about shortened time span. I'm already not going to live that long anyway. Like, we've been there, done that. The heart stuff, the family amyloid, blah blah blah, whatever. Cancer also really sucks. So there's nothing I can do about that. The scenarios that lay out in front of us they start with, okay, it's cancer, and then they go worse and worse based on what kind of levels of treatment I need or what kind of cancer we find. So when they did the surgery, we just knew that it was a lump in my hand, it was up against the nerve, it hurt a lot, and we're finally just going to remove it. So the doctor just removed the lump. We didn't know, nobody knew it was cancer until after the biopsy report came back. Now seeing a cancer hand doctor, when they do surgeries, they remove the cancer, but they also remove a lot of material around the cancer. So in my case, since this cancer it affects like muscle, connective tissue, tendons, that sort of stuff, they would remove a lot of the muscle and stuff from around the palm. Like basically this muscle here that allows you to kind of close your hand like this and open it and stuff like that. And so we took out the lump, but what he would have to do is go in here and clear out a lot more of this muscle. So right now it's hurry up and wait, and I have some scans to do. I got in an emergency. It's in a couple weeks. We're going to do some PET scans, some CT scans, do another MRI. And the best case scenario is the cast comes off, we do the scans, we don't find any more cancer, and I can start my PT, and then eventually I can get back to working on the cars. And that's what we want. Everybody wants that. I want that. I want to work on the MK. I've got a couple more projects I haven't shown you guys yet that I really, really want to do now. And that's what we're hoping for. So, thumbs up, good juju. Those are the results we want. The next worst case scenario is that we do the scans and they don't find cancer anywhere else in my body, but there are still some spots of cancer or whatever leftovers left in my hand. if the cancer hand doctor has to go back in here, then we have a decision point, which is, how do I want to keep my thumb, or do I want to try and keep my thumb usable? Because they're going to have to remove so much of that muscle and tendon and, all that soft tissue around the thumb. Either I lose the thumb completely, or I lose functional use of my thumb. It'll still be there, but it's kind of going to be a non-functional digit. I'll just be like this. I'll just have my fingers and a thumb hanging out for good luck. I don't want that. I really want to keep use of my hand for multiple reasons. Of course, I'm right-handed. It would kind of suck to be forced to go left-handed now, middle age, whatever, to have to learn to write again, use chopsticks again, whatever, become left-hand primary again. Like, there's a story there, but that would kind of suck. And it would really slow down work on the cars, because a lot of the work that I need to do is two-handed work. So that's the next worst case they could have. Below that is if I do the scans and they find cancer in my hand and find out that the cancer is spread to other soft tissues in my body, most likely lungs or soft tissues in sort of like the torso, then we begin like proper cancer treatments. The way treatment works for this type of cancer is they do a surgery first, and then radiotherapy or chemotherapy last. They want to try to avoid the radiotherapy or chemotherapy if they can help it, just because you'll recover faster if you don't need to use those methods. But if we do, then it's, of course, the surgery for the hand, cancer treatment for the rest of it, and then timelines change completely. A lot of the car stuff will probably stop, and I'll have to rethink a lot of things going there. We don't want that. We don't want to talk about that anymore. And so I'm just putting that out there as the worst case scenario. But that's where things lie right now. I had so many other plans that are now on hold while we just kind of wait on bated breath to see what the scans come back with. I wanted to post this update to let everybody know kind of why things have been quiet and why they might be a little more quiet going forward, or maybe not. I don't know. We're going to be helpful. But what I don't want is, I don't want people to like feel sorry or anything. Like we did that video before. We already know about that shit. Like, I'm not here for a long time. I'm here for a good time. And so what I want to do is set the expectation that we're still going to have a good a time as we can have. It's just work on the cars might slow down a little bit. And we'll deal with that as it comes. So that's kind of where I'm at, where we're at, where the channel's at. We're just kind of hurry up and wait. As soon as I know something, I'll post an update. Keep your fingers crossed for good news. And yeah, let's hope that I can keep my hand together and get back to work, because I kind of miss working on these things. So thank you guys for your patience. Thanks for hanging in there. Send me your good juju, your good vibes, all that jazz. But until next time, thanks for watching.